Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is happening for XRP. Over the past couple of days, I have been shouting that there was a massive opportunity with XRP if you were to buy that dip at, for example, the $1.90 range, or, as I have stated over the past few days, later, if you just buy, get in, go for it, take that risk, I think it's very much worth it. Again, look at this. 11 hours ago, I am preparing everybody for a breakout based on the XRP chart. A little bit before that, I say, hey, you should actually really get yourself some XRP. At the same time, 22 hours ago, made a video saying, here's why I'm buying XRP, Bitcoin, and some altcoins right now. Just before that, I say, hey, we're going to get so freaking rich. There's a warning that you might be sidelined if you don't take action now. And the day before that, oh, you can see it, right? So it's just been about 1.5 days or so of me telling everybody, get in now. And there was two main charts we looked at. One is Bitcoin's dominance that basically showcased its peak, which usually leads to altcoins at least having some sort of rally. You can sometimes see a pretty clear peak in that. But more importantly, this chart right here. This is what we expect XRP to follow along with. And right now, you might look at this and think, Dusty, there's no crazy breakout just go yet. Now, first of all, we said, hey, a breakout is bound to happen, and the exact same day it happens. Just like how we previously predicted it for Bitcoin, and the exact same day it happened as well, the exact next day. Now, I will also state, this trade was doing a bit better a few hours ago. But remember, when my $600,000 XRP trade was at almost $100,000 worth of a loss, well, since then, the position has doubled, because at that point it was only 250,000 and we were down a lot. Right now it's almost 600,000 bucks and we're only down a few $1,000s. But I'm telling everybody right now publicly, this will soon be at least 100,000, probably $200,000 in the profit given some time. All right, a little bit earlier today it was in a bit of profit, but a few $1,000s that does us no good. We want the big schmeckles. And now I'm thinking as well, I'm almost FOMOing in, where I'm looking at this thinking, ooh, it's actually still, right now, current prices, below my price. I should still just keep adding to get to the $1 million trade. I really think I should. But anyway, also over the past couple of days, I've been shouting off of every roof that if you're not getting yourself into these bots, well, you don't have to. You should be doing it manually then, but it's so freaking easy. All right, and for both the bot trading and the trading over on Bluefin, where on both of these, you'll see me make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars over the next 6 months. Bluefin you can find here is the platform I trade on just normally, and then Pionex is the platform used for all the bots. The links are right there. Just sign up with the first link, and then you can also claim yourself a bonus with the second link right there. And you can follow my bots if you want to, just below that. But really, every single time I look at the comments, most of the people always say, Dusty, you say this every day. You say we're gonna go up, we're gonna go. And you know, most of those guys will never make any money. If you're there commenting saying, yeah, but you said this before, instead of really just taking action every single time, getting more motivated to buy those freaking coins. I saw some comments too of somebody saying, Dusty, you're getting fired up. You've been posting a lot more videos. I like that. I like you. All right, I want to say it like that. I like you. Why? You're noticing that sometimes you have a good feeling the market is about to pick up and you act on it. You pay more attention. You dial in. The last couple of weeks, we've been chilling. All right, there have been some weeks I might have posted only 2 videos. Why? There's not much to do. Right? In the really turbulent times with the war, I was making videos a lot because we had a buy and dip opportunity. But also, just to be completely honest with you, I didn't buy the dip as hard as I normally do because of impending war. Right? If all of a sudden a lot of countries start exploring the possibilities for it, it's kind of scary for our coins, right? I'm just being fully transparent there. Those are the moments where you have to take a bit back and sometimes let it play out instead of overcommitting. But these right now, what we're seeing, people will keep commenting every day that a bigger dip is coming and it's possible. But I've told you before, if you consistently have a strategy, or for example, buying every single time XRP gets to this $2.14 range is what I specified before, I don't think you can easily lose unless you're stupid. Again, if you have been losing, that's all fine because you might be learning, you might be getting into it. That's all good, right? It doesn't take a genius, though, to really make a lot of money on coins like Bitcoin, XRP, whatever, because they always go up. It takes time, perhaps, sure. But the only thing we can really do is identify periods of time where it's easier to make a quick flip. And right now is one of those times where, again, we see a breakout impeding, whatever, and we try to take full advantage of that. Now, is this move done? No. This should be the start of the move, but I want to warn every single person right now that what we talked about yesterday right now seems to be occurring, right? Right now, it seems to us that we are seeing this breakout, and again, how long this will last, only time will tell. But Bitcoin just made the highest close ever. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen, we had the highest weekly close ever for Bitcoin, and if this translates over into, hopefully, that Bitcoin dominance now falling a little bit, that means that Bitcoin will probably still be gaining, but altcoins will outperform. I am waiting for that so much. Now, but what I was going to say is that in the entire market, this XRP pump that it went to, what, $2.37 or something like that, it does not seem that significant. But for us holders, if you're watching this price every day, and you just saw it go from the 220s, for example, all the way towards whatever we just went to, right, 235.13 is what it went to. So 235, right? We've been seeing at the 220 range for such a while. It is good to see such a pump. Why? Because you're seeing the pattern, right? Look at this by zooming in. Look at it. You can see it slowly but surely climbing up. And yes, we are right now getting back to this previous resistance, which is also where my exact buy point is at. It should be a bit lower. I can actually, for fun, for example, I'll just prove it to you, right? We just buy market. This is not efficient, but we do it. I'll add 1% as well. How much is that? About 35,000. Okay, I'll show you. I'll buy another $35,000 right here. Why? Is this the best point to buy at? No, it's to prove a point. Now our trade is $620,000 worth. And again, we're not really doing too much because, well, our average price was $233. Right now we're getting in at $231. This is just to prove a point of, I still think that even if I keep committing right now, I'll buy another $35,000 here. Right, so we just bought ourselves $70,000 worth of XRP here. Why? Because I think it's going to be worth it over the next few weeks. Should you copy me? No. All right, I might be stupid and I can afford to lose this, but when you look at the account, I only basically get wrecked if XRP goes to 73 cents. But you want to know the funniest trick of them all? Because my account size is quite large, I could just put more money in from my other part of the account, so I basically never get wrecked. And that's because a $650,000 trade to me is not actually that big a deal. Now, this is not, oh, Dusty, flexing with it. No, it's just from the perspective of here, I've opened something that I'm very comfortable with. This is not something I'm going to ever stress over, and you can choose whatever that number is for you. Some people will probably open a $4 million XRP trade and are completely fine, all right? To me, $4 million is still a lot of money, but I could definitely open that up if I were to, for example, sell some XRP or just go a bit above my usual risk stance. Again, if you're really quite sure that you've got a good opportunity on the downside, for example, this bottom, you can buy in harder, right? But right now we're buying in on the move up. This is stupid usually. This is just to prove the point along the lines of, even if I buy right here, all I'm doing is adding to my position because, well, I told you before, I want this to be at least $1 million. And since we're basically buying slightly below our average price anyway, it is okay. Now, again, following the chart, this is not the best point to get into because we're buying basically so close to resistance, but if everything plays out as we've been talking about, it could still make another massive move here quickly anyway. And I feel that FOMO. I feel the point where, well, if the price goes down and this goes minus a few $100,000, I really won't feel that bad, but I feel more bad, way more bad if the price goes up and I did not have enough. So that is my thoughts on this. Again, we just bought another, what, how much was it? $70,000 worth or so? It's now $650,000 worth of XRP we've got here. I actually want to keep adding to everything just so we're stacked up and juiced up for the impending crazy supersonic boom. But, you know, I think what we've also should be starting to do is just sometimes close a bit more on these other trades when they're actually at a profit. For example, the HYPE and the ETH trade. Why? Not because I don't think they'll be going up more, but just because I think I should get into a habit of showing people that you don't have to keep them open forever. You can actually just keep closing whenever you are at local highs, for example, and keep adding to the trade whenever they are low. Just like how right now, if XRP flips to $2.40, I could actually just sell a little bit of money, just recoup some of the loss, but I've already done that before. But anyway, we could do that, just recoup some of the, for example, funding fee loss or trading fee loss, and then just let the rest ride and just cash out whenever we feel like it and more trade the swings. Again, if you are paying attention to where you bought at, you could actually also do this whenever your trade is still at a loss, but that's a lot more difficult, not something we need to discuss today. So again, am I sure we're going to go up today? No. Am I sure that over time this will be a crazy opportunity? I am very much sure. Should you be buying a top like this? I mean, we're still like 6 cents away from the current top that we made earlier today, so it's not top, but no, this is just to prove a point of, even right now you see me committing more money towards it because I am that convinced. Will it happen today? Will it happen tomorrow? That we are not sure of. But in case the price goes absolutely south, we of course have ourselves the bots that are gonna be buying that freaking dip every single day of the week, making us passive income every single day. So even if it does go completely against us, we're still solid on that front. But if it goes the way we expect it to go, right? If, you know, we could keep stacking up these bots, keep reinvesting the profits, make millions of dollars over the next few weeks and months. And if you want to join, links are down below. I got really excited today. I wanted to quickly share a little update on a juicy XRP pump. I already know the comments. Oh, but 6 cents is not a pump. 6 cents is not a pump. You just don't have enough money in this. Otherwise, you'd be screaming at a 6 cent pump. So get back to your cave. That's all I want to say.